Go bow for the result though. Nothing to discuss so, cause I they win by default and without any doubt though. Omo me, I be adult though. I no go feet take your, I no go my mind as you they talk oh. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. He manipulate my love oh. I know holy, like Baba fly oh. My eye oh. Done cry oh. I need the bow and try oh. I need the bow and try oh. I need the bow and try oh.
Every day and night, think about you all the time. I'm all in for you and I know that one day things gonna be alright. My whole fate day, incredible pair. Me don't tell my end the other oh. My lady baby, you know I got you. Whenever you need me, I'll be there for you. Don't keep trying, I'm never gonna let you go. I go be a shelter, shelter, anything you want, baby. Tell me,
Hey guys, what's up guys? It's your girl Pretty Posha, Pretty Aku, Pretty Trevor, and I'm back again with another banger. Guys, today is actually the second episode of my first love story. So we ended at where the man and I started on a clean slate and we were officially lovers, officially boyfriend, girlfriend. So in the last video, I told you guys that this guy is Muslim. He's from Cameroon. I am from Ghana. I am a Christian. He's way older than me. He's about 12 years older than me. And looking at where I am coming from, I already knew that they may not accept this guy, but I didn't really care. So we started on a clean slate. Fast forward, I finished my study in Togo and I had to come back home to do my national service. So I was posted to first of all, I was posted to a village somewhere and very far from Togo. So when I left, he was still on campus, still studying. I don't know why he was still there, but he said it was an opportunity for us to still be seeing each other, because if he has to go to Cameroon, it would have been a longer distance, which makes a lot of sense. So he extended his stay, and like I said, he's a matured man, so he was also working in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in his country, and he was making enough money, of course, so he could afford to stay like a few more months in Togo as an expat. So he could afford that. He could afford his apartment and so on and so forth. So the relationship continued. It didn't end. I left Togo. I came to look for a place to do my service. I was posted to a very far away village, and the two of us tried to at least bring it to Aflao. Aflao is the border town of Togo. So Ghana, the border of Ghana, Togo. So Aflao is at the Ghana-Togo border, but in Ghana. So I was hoping to actually work in Aflao so that I can easily see him every weekend or as and when I want, and he could also cross the border to see me as and when he wanted. But that didn't go as planned. They refused to give me the posting to that school. No problem, I went to the north, and apparently that part of the north was not even far from Togo, so it made things even easier for me. I went to the village and I was always going to Togo. Like every weekend you see me in Togo, I would call my headmaster. I was teaching French. I'll call my headmaster on phone and say, I'm sorry, but I'm working on getting some scholarship and I need to do this and this, so I'll be in Accra for some time while I'm in Togo. So I was just lying to everybody around me, even my parents, just to go to Togo. Sometimes I would cross the border, go to Togo. There will be no network. My father would call me, the phone will be off, and he'll be worried. Where is my daughter? Then we actually found a place where we used to hide the phone that had some MTN network in the kitchen. So I would put the phone in a plastic bag and hang it in the kitchen, and put the phone on high ring, so in case my father calls, I'll pick up. My father will call, I'll be at the rooftop, I'll pick up his call, listen to him, tell him, oh, I'm still in the village, network, hello, can you hear me? Everything moved, it was moving on smoothly, like it was good, like it was good staying with this guy. When I was leaving Togo, when I went to visit him and I was coming back to Ghana, he would give me a lot of safer. I would change it to CDs. Like I was just living the life, like staying with that guy, and Charlie, everything was smooth. So one time he said he wanted to visit my parents. I didn't want him to, but he asked for it, and I liked him so much. So I took him home. Fortunately for me, my father was not around. It was my mother that was around. My mother saw him. My mother was like, "Oh, this guy is cute," but she didn't know he was Muslim. I didn't tell him he's Muslim. Like the guy is a Muslim. She liked the guy so much, and I knew that Charlie, we're going somewhere. Like this makes a lot of sense. Fast forward, he also had neighbors who were also from Cameroon that knew his family in Cameroon. I was there, and then he got a call from his mother, and then his mother started crying. So after the call, he explained to me what happened. So what happened was my mother said, people have told my mother that I am married, so that is why I don't want to come back home. It was very emotional. You know, guys love their mothers so much. So he was very emotional. You could see or like feel it from the way he was speaking on the phone. He was always speaking. He's an Arabic, so he was always speaking. He's an Arab, so he was always speaking Arabic. Sorry. So he was like, we were just speaking on the phone as if they were fighting. So I was also like, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? So after the call, he explained to me that somebody went to snitch to his mom that he was married in Togo. That's why he didn't want to come back home, because all his friends had left Togo. All the people he came with had left. He was the only one still there. So things became, at this point, I knew that things were not going to work. I knew it was going to end in tears. I knew that I was going to be served some breakfast. I knew it was obvious. And at this point, I had also invested a lot. I was so much into him at this point. I was willing to do anything just to be with him. I was posting him on social media. Like the first guy that I actually posted, I posted him on social media. All my cousins knew about him. He's just a cutie, so they liked him. Everybody liked him, but they didn't know he was Muslim. They didn't know he was from Cameroon. They didn't know of all that. What is important is people liked him, and he is cute. So fast forward, he told me that he needed to go home to see his mom because the mother asked him to come. So we had to sell the things in his room. We knew that was going to be the end, although we told each other that we'll definitely meet again. I'll fly to Cameroon and visit you. He'll also fly to Ghana to visit me, and so on and so forth. Oh, I forgot one thing. So at my graduation, he came for my graduation all the way from Togo. We had issues at the border because he was a foreigner. They didn't want him to come into the country. He had to pay a lot of money at the border. Like, other men would have said, nah, I don't want this stress. But he paid. He went through all the stress, and then he came to Ghana for my graduation. My family members saw him at the graduation. They liked him. And it was like, oh, this guy is tall. This guy is like, they liked him. So that's just by the way. So that should tell you how much he was a cutie, and we liked him, and his behavior too was good. It was not just the appearance, but then he was a good guy. So when he was about to leave, I had to travel back to Togo. I met up with him. We had our last catch up together. We had the last of everything, right? You guys understand. And he had to start selling his things, his mattress, his TV, his cap. So honestly speaking, I took one mug from him. That mug is still here. Even people don't know, but that mug is so special to me, and it is still here with me. So that was the only thing I could take, because I couldn't cross the border with his mattress, his TV, and all those things. But we had to part ways. So he went back to Cameroon, and then we were still chatting. We had like a distance relationship, and it was not bad. We used to chat every single day, and he used to always watch out for me, always ask me questions. What are you up to? What's happening in your life? Like, we were always updating each other, and it was fun. We always had video calls, and the relationship was perfect. It was so perfect, very perfect, until one day he called me and said, Kosha, I'm sorry, but my mother found a woman for me to marry. I was like, gosh, I thought we had a thing. Like, I thought we could do this distance thing. What is happening? He said he like it is his mom, it is his tradition, he has to marry a girl. Guys, they gave him a girl that was 16 years old, a very young girl that he had to marry. I was like, seriously? Okay, so what is going to happen to us? He was like, don't worry, I'll still come to Ghana. I really want to have a family with you. We can have a family in Ghana. Well, so he wanted to live like a double life. I was like, no, focus on your family. Let me also focus on my life here. Besides, you could have said no to your family. You could have come to Ghana. Like, you're no more a small boy, so why would your mother force you to marry a younger girl, a girl who is way younger than you, a girl who can even be your daughter? I was so upset. So we just stopped talking. He tried reaching out to me. I ignored him. I deleted his number. That should tell you how hurt I was. So I just had to let go everything, delete everything of his, delete him from my life totally, and then start afresh. So up to now, around the time I was going to get married to Sketch, he tried reaching out to me. Like, we had some conversation. He was encouraging me to like move in with Sketch even if the house is uncompleted, and so on and so forth. So I knew that this was like a good friend. So we actually are good friends now, although he was my first love, but we are good friends now. And it's unfortunate that it couldn't end as we wanted it, but I think we are both happy now. I'm in a very happy place. I'm married to Sketch. He's also married to his younger girl, and he has 2 kids, and I'm sure my kids are also on the way coming. So it was really unfortunate that it had to end the way it ended, but I think it was just for our good. So I have embraced it. So guys, this brings us to the end of this episode, but let me know how your relationship ended. Did it end on a good note? Are you guys still friends? Do you hate him now, or do you hate her now? Where are you guys now at the moment? Let me know in the comment section. But if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, let the comments flow, follow me on Instagram. I'm at pretty share there, and peace out.
Tell me yes,